Toxic positivity, when optimism becomes harmful. In a world increasingly obsessed with happiness, positivity has become something close to a cultural command. Scroll through social media, listen to motivational speakers, or browse the self-help section of any bookstore, and the message is strikingly consistent. Stay positive, think happy thoughts, and everything will work out. At first glance, this advice seems harmless, even helpful. After all, optimism can strengthen resilience and improve mental well-being. Yet psychologists have begun to warn that an exaggerated demand for positivity can create a very different problem: toxic positivity. Toxic positivity refers to the belief that people should maintain a positive mindset at all times, regardless of how difficult or painful a situation might be. In this worldview, negative emotions such as sadness, anger, fear, or frustration are treated not as natural human experiences but as weaknesses that must be suppressed. Phrases like "just stay positive," "everything happens for a reason," or "others have it worse" are often intended to comfort. However, when used to dismiss someone's emotional pain, they can have the opposite effect. To understand why toxic positivity is problematic, it helps to remember a basic psychological fact: human emotions evolved for a reason. Fear alerts us to danger. Anger signals injustice. Sadness often appears when we experience loss or disappointment, encouraging reflection and adaptation. These emotions are not defects in the human system. They are part of a complex emotional toolkit that helps people navigate life's challenges. When society pressures individuals to hide or deny these feelings, it disrupts the natural process of emotional regulation. The rise of toxic positivity is closely connected to modern culture, particularly the digital world. Social media platforms tend to reward idealized versions of life. Photos are filtered, achievements are highlighted, and struggles are often hidden. Over time, this creates the illusion that everyone else is constantly happy, productive, and successful. When people compare their own messy, complicated lives to these curated images, they may feel compelled to imitate the same performance of happiness. In this environment, admitting sadness or vulnerability can feel almost socially unacceptable. Psychologists note that suppressing negative emotions rarely makes them disappear. Instead, the emotions often intensify beneath the surface. Studies in emotional psychology show that individuals who constantly deny their difficult feelings may experience higher levels of stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. When people feel that they are not allowed to express sadness or frustration, they may also begin to feel isolated. Ironically, a culture that demands constant positivity can make individuals feel more alone. Another important aspect of toxic positivity is its impact on relationships. When someone shares a painful experience, losing a job, struggling with illness, or coping with grief, they often seek empathy rather than solutions. Yet well-meaning friends sometimes respond with phrases designed to fix the situation instantly: "look on the bright side," or "everything will be fine." While these responses may come from kindness, they can unintentionally invalidate the person's experience. Genuine empathy usually begins not with advice but with acknowledgement: "that sounds really difficult," or "I'm sorry you're going through this." This does not mean positivity itself is harmful. On the contrary, optimism can be a powerful psychological resource. People who maintain realistic hope often recover from setbacks more quickly and remain motivated during difficult times. The key difference lies in balance. Healthy positivity allows space for the full range of human emotions. It recognizes that pain, disappointment, and uncertainty are not failures but natural parts of life. Some psychologists describe this balanced approach as emotional authenticity. Rather than forcing happiness, emotional authenticity encourages individuals to recognize what they genuinely feel in the moment. If someone feels anxious, acknowledging the anxiety can be the first step toward understanding its cause. If someone feels sad, expressing that sadness can invite support from others. In this sense, negative emotions can become sources of information rather than obstacles. In recent years, conversations about mental health have begun to challenge the culture of forced positivity. Therapists, educators, and researchers increasingly emphasize emotional honesty and psychological flexibility. Instead of asking people to stay positive no matter what, they encourage a more compassionate perspective, allow emotions to exist, learn from them, and move forward gradually. The paradox of toxic positivity is that by trying to eliminate negative emotions entirely, it often makes people feel worse. Human life is not a constant upward curve of happiness. It is a mixture of joy and disappointment, excitement and fear, confidence and doubt. Accepting this complexity may not produce the cheerful simplicity promised by motivational slogans, but it offers something far more valuable: emotional truth.